Welcome back. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. You know how live TV can be, even though we're live IG. But live is live. I got cut off because something malfunctioned, but I'm not going to let the devil stop me because I'm on a mission today. So if you're here listening, come on in. If not, play this back. It's going to be the same. Hopefully it'll get a clear picture. This comes from part one. You might want to go back to that if you open this one first. But I'm going over the transformation of the metamorphosis from the cocoon to the butterfly in my case. Not in everyone else's case, in my case. So just letting you know, I'm back. This is part 2 of Butterfly, Fly Away. All right, so last thing I recognized where I left off, I was explaining how vital it is when I knew I had transformed because I became free. Free is something that's a mindset for me. I'm going to forever be free. And if you look at my page, you'll see different little sayings that I make because they come out of my brain and I transform them on paper or on here. So you can just see and hopefully it'll help you. But one of them I say is being free is a mindset. Is your mindset? My mind is set. And it's not going back to where it used to be. It's set on being free, focused to the fullest. Looking at the glass half full. Seeing things that I see life in, not death. I speak life out of my mouth. Speaking to a person, even though they may be down in the dumps or sad, I speak to them in love. Because if you speak life, life can eventually manifest itself. I speak life to myself. You know, if people are too negative around me, they probably don't want to be around me long because I'm going to change the whole conversation or I'm going to tap out. You know, sometimes I just tap out because some things you don't have to comment to. I've learned that. So I'm just at a point in life where if it's not going to bring life, I'm not going to be the one to put death to it. No matter how bad and gloomy it looked to some people, they often call me. They're like, how do you handle that? Because I'm alive. If God didn't think I could handle it, he wouldn't let me be alive. He wouldn't let me be sitting here able to share this information. So I know he know I can go through it. He brought me to it. And not to mention, I love me. Self-love is important. So let me explain this to you. At the point in time when you have a mindset that's free, your body is transformed to be now getting ready to blossom into the amazing butterfly that I'm coming to. It's an awesome feeling. Because yes, butterflies have little bones in their wings and they get snapped and they may break. And if you see a butterfly flying whose wing is broken, you can just, they probably wouldn't let you, but sometimes they land on me. That's how much butterflies love me. And if it land on you and you saw their little wing broke, just snap it off because nature may mend it back, but if you can snap it off, they don't even feel it. See, we don't feel the same. Things don't affect us the same because it's not important. God will mend that. If it never lands on you, you never can help that butterfly. God mends all that. He takes care of us. We allow him to. And that's what I have come to the conclusion of. Self-love is very important to me. And that's what I talk to people about, self-love. I have a self-love that I don't let anyone, no matter who, tell me that I'm not worthy and I'm not enough. I don't care what the situation. It doesn't matter to me. They're like, well, what about what they feel? That's what they feel. It's not me. You can't tell me what's important to me because I know what's important to me. That was important to them. That's not important to me. I just don't accept it. And hey, hi there. How you doing? This is my friend. How are you? I'm going to send you a wave. How are you? I'm glad you joined. I know you're doing fantastic because you're a Washington football team fan. And your football team seems to be doing pretty good. I'm happy for you. You know I'm a New York Giants diehard, and we're not doing that well, but I'm still a diehard till I die. So I'm just letting you know I'm a diehard till I die. But I'm happy for your team, and you are truly a diehard of the Washington football team. I'm happy for you. I think last time I got an update that you guys may be either in the playoffs, or if not the playoffs, you'll be in the wild card. I'm not following it like I used to because I'm a little busy right now. My team is doing terrible, so I'm not tuned in like that. But just know I'm thinking about you when I see your team. So what I was telling the people, for those who just joined in, I'm just explaining why my brand is Butterfly Experience. And it's just simply because I've been through the cocoon stage, and in that, I blossom into an amazing butterfly. It is a process. It is monumental that people understand is real, because it's through my transformation and the metamorphosis with God. It wasn't just me waking up one day saying I want to be a butterfly. And, let's see, you said we suck? Oh, I thought your team was doing good. That shows I haven't kept up, because somebody told me y'all were doing much better. So I'm just going to believe God. Maybe both our teams will do better next time. But that's football. But anyway, thank you for joining me today. And what I want to further explain with the manifestation of the butterfly, self-love develops once you become a butterfly. Because you cannot look in the mirror and not love yourself. And it's not being conceited. It's not being having an ego problem. It's the opposite. It's having love in your heart. And the love that's in my heart, I can look in the mirror and truly love myself. And that way, when I'm around someone else, I can truly love them. I don't have to put up airs or be really not real in how I feel. I do things in love. And it's like you just learn self-love enough where you're not going to allow anyone to mistreat you, need their validation to feel free, or to reach your goals, or you're not going to need them to tell you that you can succeed in life. You already know these things. You just become different, meaning where you waited for people to get you to this point, you're up to this point on your own through God's grace and his mercy, and getting developed. I'm developed where I already know, and I'm not being arrogant, and I'm not being nowhere near boastful. I just know what I know. And in that, if I fall, I was supposed to fall, because at that falling point, he's got more shaping to do with me. I don't look at a fall as a devastation. Thank you, baby. Mwah. Thank you. And I'm so thankful and so proud to be who I am. I can love another person. See, if you don't get you together, you can't love another person. You can't appreciate other people, because you're just so stuck somewhere. I'm not stuck anymore. I'm so free. Even if they don't appreciate the love I give them, it's not going to stop me from giving it to them, because I know it wasn't given to them for me to get anything back, because God already fulfilled everything I need. So if he allows them in my life, and this is for those of you who want to be free. Free is a powerful thing. If you want to be free, you have to know it's not the person that gives you the feeling of freedom. It's a freedom that you get from God. And when he gives it to you, nobody can take it away. It's the joy. The joy the world didn't get, the world can't take away. It's a freedom the world did not give and the world can't take away. And no matter how hard they try, it's not going to happen. Because I'm free. Woo! If I could sing, I'd sing Denise Williams. Because that's my song. I got to be free. Oh my goodness. And it's such a good thing. So I just tell people this because I want them to understand the butterfly experience brought me here. If others are interested in feeling that free, I can tell you it is a process. It hurts. Boy, inside out, that's right, baby. Men, you can have a conversation. It's an inside out freedom. And if it's inside out, nobody can take it away from you because it wasn't put on. You didn't get plastic surgery. You didn't lose weight in the gym, because you can gain your weight back. And your plastic surgery, people that knew you before knew what you looked like before. So everybody can, if they're a naysayer or a person that try to rain on your parade, they'll throw all the old stuff back. This is something that came from the inside. Nobody can take away. And I just love it. Because man look at the outer, God looks at the inner. And then when your inner is lined up with your outer, it's no stopping you. And when I say your outer, you don't have to be the most beautiful person in the room, because what's beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Beauty is something that people may think has no beauty whatsoever, and another person thinks it's the most beautiful thing they have ever seen in their life. So never get caught up on what people think is beauty. Beauty is what's the inside of a person shining on the outside. And if their outside is really, really ugly and dark, it doesn't matter how quote unquote beautiful you may think you are. To somebody else, you're ugly, because they don't see your beauty. It's not shining. All they see is something crazy. So people need to stop thinking beauty is it. That is not it. That is a tool that you use, but that is not it. When you are free, and I'm a butterfly that's free, I know I'm shining bright. Not because I think I'm the most beautiful person in the world. It's because my heart is right. I'd rather my heart be right. And I have another saying I have. I'd rather be right. I'd rather be at peace than right. When you have a peace down inside of you, you're not going to get caught up into crazy stuff. You're going to stay focused on things that are peaceful, things that are that help you sleep. You're not going to give yourself a whole lot of negative energy that you now can't sleep because of it. I need to sleep at night. I need to rest. I need to have my mind clear. And if you have too much stuff going on, your mind is not clear. You're not resting. You're just existing. Some women, I'm speaking to you right now. Hey, Sherelle. Mwah. Hi, boo. I know the girls doing great. Your little mini athletes. They so cute. I'm just talking about what the butterfly experience, sweetheart, and just breaking it down. This is going to be part 2 that we're on right now. Part 1 I posted. I had some technical difficulties. You know, Mom tried to get it all together, but I'm working on it. I'm getting it together. But I'm happy you joining me. And happy Saturday, everyone. But what I wanted to just keep elaborating on the fact that when you have joy, peace, it's the best thing in the world, and can nobody take it away from you. Nobody can take you out of your realm. Nobody can get you to be their puppet. Never want to be a puppet. Never want to be a person that people can have on a string, and when they're mad, you have to concentrate on them being mad, or when they're happy, you have to be happy, or whatever they're feeling, you have to do that. I'm free. I don't jump by anybody's tune. I don't do it. I'm a butterfly. I'm going to fly away while they're doing all that. Don't have time. Poof. Don't have time. I use my gifts to brighten the room. And if the room is just so dark that it's too much going on, I exit the room. You got to know sometimes when to fold. And when you know when to fold, you won't get stuck. People stay in things too long sometimes. Everything is not for you. Some things is a lesson and a blessing, or a season, and then it's time. Once the season is up, you got to know when to fold. They stay too long. When you stay too long, it turns into something else. Never be afraid to go when it's time to go. And if you're in tune with God, because I'm a butterfly that's in tune, when you're in tune, He's going to lead you where you need to be. Don't be waiting on people to say, why were you doing that? Why'd you make that decision? Why are you doing that new career? Why did you open that business? In my case, why are you writing books? Because that's what I do. You don't have to understand why I'm writing books. I'm writing books because this has been a dream of mine my entire life. I live my dreams. That's another one of my sayings. Keep on believing. Eventually, you're going to get there. I don't say believing, but living. Be living. Keep living. You will get to your dream, and your dream will take you where no man ever knew you could go, because God knows there's plenty for us to do. It's so much that God has in store for us. If we only stop waiting on people to tell us it's time. It's not up to the people. It's up to your mindset. Is your mindset? I have a mindset. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I don't need validation from people. I just needed to be manifested into the butterfly that he manifested me into, so I could stop perpetrating the fraud. People perpetrate the fraud all day because they're not happy inside. They're not happy with themselves. They're a dressed up mess. They say you can take a pig and put lipstick on it and it's still a pig. Don't be a dressed up mess to impress people that already messed up. You don't want to impress people that's already messed up. You want to know you right on the inside. So if the people that's messed up don't get it, it's not their time yet. It don't mean they don't get it yet. It's not their time to get it yet. You're going to meet people where you are. I promise you. I meet some amazing people today. I don't meet a whole bunch of broken, trying to take each other's joy and put each other down. I don't meet a lot of those people today. So when I do meet them, I know God lined them up for me to talk to and give life and encouragement to. Because one time, everybody around me was negative. And guess who was the ringleader? Me. I don't put people in a category and make them think it's their fault. It's my fault for being in the category. So hold yourself accountable. Understand your part you play. Whether it's family, relationship, far as romantic relationships, marriages, work, whatever situation, know your part in it. So you don't keep taking that with you everywhere you go. It has to be a time when you slow down and work on you. So now you can get in places and meet the actual people you're supposed to meet and do the things you're supposed to do and achieve what you're supposed to achieve. Because I'm going for mine. Can't nobody stop me. Can't nobody stop me. It's so awesome. It's an awesome feeling to know nobody can stop you. You were stopping yourself. I was stopping myself because I didn't get the inside help I needed in my heart, down inside my soul. And I was fighting myself thinking I knew what I didn't know, because if I knew it, I wouldn't be around all the worst people in the world that's negative. When you start knowing what you know and living a different life, your mind changes. When your mind changes, your body follows. You don't want your body to control your mind. You know how much mess we be in while our bodies are controlling our minds? It's bad. Your body control your mind is a problem. God is inside of me. He controls me. He directs me. I have an awesome bishop that gives me the word of God. For those who I've been sending the my sermons to, I tell some people tell me, don't send me this. Block me. I'm not sending them to you to irritate you. I'm sending them to you. Maybe one day you'll open it and listen, because I'm telling you, you're going to hear some powerful stuff. The skating bishop, Bishop O's, everybody in the this world of internet knows him as the skating bishop. Yes, he's been my bishop for over 12 years. Oh, he's been my pastor. He's become a bishop in the last 2-3 years, maybe 4 years now. But what I'm saying to that is, the word is so powerful for pulling down strongholds. You need the strongholds pulled down, because that way, once the strongholds are pulled down, you can actually get some help from the inside. We need inside help. It's a whole lot of outside help that's not real. When you get the inside help, you got it going on. I want to have it going on. And I like having it going on. I like telling people things because I'm not ashamed of where I came from. And the first part of this, I had technical difficulties. So this is part 2 today. But I said in the beginning, I don't mind the naysayers that don't like what I'm saying, or they want to put negativity in it. Put it. It don't bother me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. So I don't worry about things that some people worry about. It's not in me no more. She died. She died in the cocoon. The one that's living in the butterfly world, which is moi, we don't have time for that. Because anybody that have a problem with me uplifting the next person, eventually they're going to be in a situation they're going to wish they had listened to somebody. It didn't have to be me. But you're going to wish you had listened to someone, because we're all going to be put to a test. And the way you handle it determines the outcome of your life. COVID tested so many of us to an extreme where if you live through COVID, and God forbid, I feel so sorry in my heart for anyone that lost a loved one, anyone that lost family, friends, whomever. I feel my heart bleeds for you. But like I said in my first one live yesterday, you're still here. So if you're still here, it's things that God has for you to do. Don't waste the time. That's a rule I have now. Don't waste time. I've never been a person about time. I'm all about time. Everything is so important to me about time. You can't get time back. So don't let people tell you, oh, you got forever. You ain't have to do that right now. Why do you have to do that? Don't listen to them. You go for it, whatever your thing is, because I'm in the pit of my stomach. I know it's something want to be birthed out of you that's amazing. And some people will, but most people are not telling you to go for it because they are afraid you're going to supersede them and leave them to the wayside. And do I care? I don't care about people feeling like that. I used to. The one that died used to care about all that. Okay, I'm not going to finish school. I done had so many certifications in so many different areas and didn't really get into them, but I had to know how to get the certifications. Today, I go for it. I'm writing my books. I had a YouTube channel back when, but nobody was into YouTube. So the old her that died was worried about nobody being on YouTube. I was on YouTube 5 years ago. I'm like, do anybody get on YouTube? My brain told me 5 years ago to have my channel. And I had my channel. And I just was like, why don't anybody get on YouTube? I let what the people made me feel conduct my life. The butterfly today, oh no. She don't care if none of you get on YouTube. Because YouTube wasn't for you. But the people in the YouTube world gonna get on my YouTube. And I know they are. But look at today. After COVID, everybody's on YouTube. So if I wasn't that person that needed validation before I became a butterfly, I would have already stayed on YouTube. Because God already had me way before my time. So it's okay. I had to learn. Like I tell people, it was a process. The process was painful. It was a painful process to become who I am. And the fact that I am who I am, can't nobody tell me nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm focused. I'm focused for the great, and I'm focused for if it don't work. Either way, I'm winning because I'm not stopping. Either way, it's a win-win because I'm not stopping. Don't you stop. You keep going because the dream that's inside of you was your dream. It's made for you. Don't you stop. Don't you let them tell you it can't be done. Don't you let them question you and you answer it. It's not about what they say. It's about what your heart tells you and that you just gotta get it done. You're not being validated by anybody. You got a thing built inside of you that's made just for you. It's not made for them. They're not going to ever understand it, but they'll see it. So I'm just saying these things. I had to share it. So when I come on lives from now on, I just want you all to know I'm going to be sending some people to my channels. I have a podcast and I have a YouTube, and I will be broadcasting those. But I wanted to start on here first and start getting my lives together to let people know I'm back. Because like I said, I had to take a hiatus because I needed a break. The COVID was too much. I had to just really focus on getting my mind right because I was a butterfly during it. But it was so much going on. I had to make sure my mind was focused. So some things it's not always time to do everything. It's sometimes time to rebuild your mind, body, and soul. And that's all I focused on was Christ. Keeping my mind on Jesus for perfect peace. I had to get something that the world can't give me. And I just know I have it and I know I'm there and I'm manifesting it. And to God be the glory. He's put it inside of me for me to do the work. Faith without works is dead. So I'm just excited. And the glory is just that God's going to tell me when to speak to people and how to tell them things and not be ashamed. Don't be ashamed. Don't be ashamed because you're only talking to humans. If people stop making humans think they so powerful, you'll stop being ashamed. People don't have power over you. They're human. I used to tell people the old her that died, so forgive me when I say this. I don't mean no harm, but it's real. I told you I'm real. The old me used to say, I didn't even know you were alive. I didn't know you didn't. Oh, really? I was supposed to be thinking about you? Oh, okay. I didn't even know you were alive. Because they would be so negative and mean coming at me. And I'm like, oh, for real? Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even know you were still alive. So God told me, Debbie, you can't say that. So I said, okay, I'm sorry, Lord. So I had to get me together. I had to revamp me. I'm not allowed to be brutally honest. So now what I do when people come at me with the most negative energy ever, I'm like, it's okay. I understand. It's going to be all right. Everything going to be okay. It is. It's really going to be okay. I'm not allowed to be who I used to be. I'm set free and delivered from that. But I remember it. I keep telling y'all, I'm set free, but I remember it. So people going to come when you grow, they going to come telling you stuff to bring you back to that, to take you back where you came from. Don't let them. Only go back when you're delivered. Only go back because at that time, you want to help someone else come out. Don't go back because you're getting ready to get tested and want to live in that thing again. You're set free. You're delivered. You ain't got to go back. You don't have to go back and relive it. People that forget where they came from, eventually is going back because they forgot where they came from. So that's what's going to be your major temptation. Just because you forgot where you came from. I remember. I just don't want to go back, and I don't have to. Just to help somebody out. That's it. That's it. So what I want to do now, I think I went over everything. I had to make myself some notes because I wanted to get it all out so I don't have to go over this again. So my future lives and my future anything I do online will just be different scenarios to uplift. But what I want to share with you are ways in which to get information of things that I do. And I do have them written down. You can check, of course, you're on my page on IG, okay? My page on IG is available. If you go through my page, you'll see different things. I have just uplifting encouragement on my page. My website is also available, which is dsaffronstevens.com. If you go on my website, it's just a little few things about me. And all my books are there if you want to order them from Amazon. You can get them on there as well. You just tap a little button, and I think it takes you straight to Amazon. And what my books do is uplift. They take they might take your mind somewhere for a minute, but it's going to bring you to a place where you can see clearly. It's not going to take you too far out, but you will see clearly, because what they will do is help you understand. You do know what you're talking about. Never let a person tell you you don't know what you're talking about, because if you feel it, you know it. So they keep you focused to know what you're talking about. And my latest one, which I'm really, really promoting at the time, is self-love. Self-love is what I want to tell people about. And she's actually me. She got a little nose ring. This is my girl right here. This is me. And self-love is what I represent and what I believe. Self-love is so important. And it says self-love journal, but this is on another level. This is not just a regular journal. This book has all kinds of areas in it to show you different things to do for you. It's different areas in here. It's activities in here. It's notes in here. It's keeping up with your weight, keeping up with your food. All my sayings are in here. In order to be free, don't let people live rent-free in your mind. I have to put all that in there just to let people know. You can say what you mean without being mean. Use kind words. I put all that in here so you can keep that with you, and it keeps you remembering how people are to treat you, because you're going to treat yourself great. It's all about how you treat yourself. If you treat yourself great, you're going to attract people that treat you great. If you don't love yourself, you're going to attract people that don't love you. And I attract people that's going to treat me great. And that's how it's going to have to be, because I love me some me. And I'm going to never look back to the people that didn't love me, because it's not important. None of that's important. What's important is how I've grown in my mind to attract where I want to be. And it don't mean people don't come against me that don't care for me. It's just they don't have nothing. I used to feed into that before I became who I am. I don't feed into that. Resist the devil and he shall flee from you. I know how to resist things like it never happened. And I just want people to get to the point where it's not important. It's a human. It's good to love one another. But you don't have to let a person that have the same blood flowing through their veins have power over you. Why? Why? Why do people do that? Because they don't love themselves. They don't understand. They think that person is that powerful. And they're not. And I'm just going to continue to let people know how important you are when you know yourself and love yourself. And that's it. So that's it. I'm going to end this. I don't see where anybody's asking questions. So all I'm going to say is just play it back. And I'll be back on live again. Play it back. Eventually, like I said, I'll be letting people know when to join me on YouTube. And if you join me, I'll be happy. And if you don't, it wasn't for you. It's okay. But I got things to do. And I don't mind. Things got to keep moving. Keep the pedal going. It's the circle of life. You got to keep pedaling no matter how hard it gets. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Even when things don't work, keep going, keep going, keep going. And you'll never lose if you just keep going. It's so important. And this comes from D. Saffron. The butterfly experience is real. I've broken it down in part 1 and part 2. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being a part of this day that God has made that I'm rejoicing in. And I'm loving every minute of it because he gave me life. And he gave me life more abundantly. And I'm not going to ever think it was about me. It's about him. For him I live, for him I die. Whoever don't like it, sorry. The naysayers don't bother me. The people that don't like what I say don't bother me. I have to be true to who I am. Everybody's not going to like it. It's okay. But everybody ain't important. I don't make people think they're important. I know what's important in my life. I know what's important. I know who has me where I am right now. And the focus I have right now, the world didn't give and the world can't take it away. But I love everybody. I love you. You're going to understand how much I love you. I love you through. They say I love the hell out of you. It's hell in some people. It's hell in us. You got to love the hell out of people. And that will come out of them. That's what you got to do. If not, you'll be all over the place, fickle and schizophrenic, waiting on them to change and turn on you. I don't wait on it. I know it'll come. So it don't bother me. It don't affect me. It just keep me smiling, keep me understanding I'm on the right track. And have an awesome day on purpose. If I forgot anything, charge it to my head and not my heart. And hopefully I'll remember it the next time. Ciao. Mwah. God loves you and so do I.